gonna do something I never do. There, look at that. Woo! That is awesome. Beautiful Java King Cobra.
Get his attention.
See that downward motion? That's one of the only things that make cobras workable. If they didn't have that downward motion when they strike and came at you, it would not be a good thing.
You're next, Jay.
Nah.
What do they call that one?
My wife has a rule. I'm only allowed to kiss her. So I gotta back out of this one.
Before I put him away, I already filled the water jug. I always give him a soak.
I'm not a venomous snake guy in the respects of having any. I don't even believe in owning them as pets. That doesn't mean that if somebody has one as a pet, I'm gonna freak out on them. Look at that.
Look, we only have one life to live, and we should live the life that we choose to live for ourselves.
And you know what? In real life, if you're living, deciding to do what's best for you, you're going to be able to help other people, encourage other people to live free, find their own freedoms and what they like to do. And I think that's a pretty big deal. I've had people, I'm a snake guy, and I've had people lose 250 pounds because they decided they held a snake and that broke a fear and they realized, man, I can do whatever I want to do because you can. Nobody's stopping you but you. All the voices in the background are just voices. Right, buddy? What about you? King Cobra? Ooh!
You know something really interesting is when he is getting sprayed down,
Yep.
he literally he calms down, but he also does something which he turns his back on us. That's a huge sign that, you know, he feels safe, he feels comfortable. King Cobras love the water. They love it when it rains, they love to swim.
You know what I've always been told is King Cobra is the only snake that's smarter than a reticulated python.
That's why they eat them.
You're working a relationship with a snake.
Yep.
I mean, I have a lot of animals that have relationships with. People don't understand that.
Handling these snakes and spending time with them in front of the cameras without a real true audience.
You
We know that
what's
it's going to go
really
in front
funny?
of an audience.
The funny part is I find that people think that when a big snake strikes at me, I'm scaring people out of the community, and they're drawing them in by the thousands. They tell me, hey, if you're able to do that, maybe I should just walk by that snake in the park. You know what? It's a real animal too. So we fall in love with animals that we learn about. There, look at that. Woo! That is awesome. Absolutely beautiful Java King Cobra. Now I know he's a Java one because I was just taught by Nick Durangler about how the locality, I asked him about the locality because I knew this wasn't from Malaysia because this one's dark. I'm not sure exactly where all the dark ones come from. So Nick's giving me a little quick kind of introduction.
Okay. Although they're really arboreal and they're great climbers, this is really thin and it's really hard for them to get their balance and climb up. So I'm gonna get in front of him, but you see where he stands? It's right there. Perfect.
Right.
Hook him.
And not right here?
No.
Why don't you pick him up? Let me see a pro at it that knows his snake.
And when you're getting a cobra's attention, small, short,
Right,
shallow
right.
movements. Just quick, like short, and you can get him to stand. You don't have to do too much. He's actually thinking about just crawling away. So let's get his attention here. Circle.
I think he wants to nibble. Probably wondering where his next prey item's gonna come from.
Oh, he knows that. It's not.
He don't care about that at all,
Because
does
it's
it?
natural. That's just like that. And now get his attention out. His attention.
That's absolutely gorgeous. There you go.
2, 3.
Whoa.
There.
That's actually the coolest thing right there. Nick's kind of keeping him occupied. And
You still have about 6 feet between your hand and his mouth, though.
right.
So you're pretty safe.
Look at that. Woo!
So use his tail against him.
Yeah.
But I've seen you do that with big retics too.
I do. I use everything for block. I'm gonna do something I never do. Oh.
Now it's easier for you. There you go.
Oh, that is crazy cool. Nick's giving me a little hand here with his King Cobra. We're gonna put him away, and man, this was an amazing experience. There we go. And we'll let him back in his enclosure.